speak, I lose all control.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sadina Risyanti from class 1A. In this video, I want to speak up about why phonetics. Why phonetics? A successful English course should, in particular, help learners speak English accurately and fluently. Most English courses try to split into 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking, which is okay if you have many years to dedicate to learning the language. However, if the student can demonstrate a good grasp of the speaking skills, the students usually have good results with the other skills. Therefore, the most important concept for the English learner and the teacher is student must speak English and communicate throughout the lesson. In order the teacher to help the student make progress, he or she must provide opportunities for the student to speak. In turn, the teacher must speak clearly and listen attentively to what the student says. Okay, that's it. What does phonetics have to do with speaking English effectively? The term language has many different meanings. Listen to this. The systematic creation and usage of symbols and sound is an essential manifestation of language. Each of these factors, the symbol or alphabet and the corresponding sound, is regulated through social convention, differing from language to language. Many languages use sounds which try to correspond to their alphabet. For example, in the Italian language, spelling and pronunciation go hand in hand. Consider these words. They all contain with the letter A, which is always pronounced in the same way. Now, consider some English words. They also contain the letter A as far as spelling in concert. But what about the pronunciation? Mark, make, and machine. There are total of 4 S, but they are all pronounced differently. The International Phonetic Association, IPA for short, has created the series of symbols, the phonetic alphabet, which we can use to indicate precisely the pronunciation of these words. Each symbol represents one and only one sound. An A with 2 dots after it is a long AH sound. As in our first word, mark, the vowel sound of make is actually a double vowel or diphthong. Make and is represented by a composite symbols. Make. Man contains a vowel sound that we transcribe with a sort of circular symbol, man. And finally, the A in the word machine is pronounced as a very weak, indistinct sound represented by an upside down A, machine. Another problem for learners is that many letters in the speaking English words are not pronounced at all. Our word make, the A at the end is silent, so it does not appear in the transcription. Something similar happens in the word mark. Though this may come as a surprise if you are from Scuttle, consider Ireland and the US or Canada. The R in the word is not pronounced at all. In the conventional pronunciation that is reflected in usual British transcription mark. Consider this word, the noun sea as in the Mediterranean Sea, the verb to see, and the name of the letter C or a musical note is an middle C. These words are pronounced exactly alike, therefore they have the same phonetic transcription. Even though the spelling is quite different. Some more examples are the verb to be the honey making insect, B, and the second letter of the alphabet, also a musical note, B. Likewise, tea that you drink, a tea that a golfer uses, and the letter used in spelling this word, tea. As you can see, the phonetic symbol for the vowel sound in all of these words is an I followed by two dots. Some letters found in the spelling of words become superfluous in the phonetic transcription. For example, the letter X, as in fax, is really a combination of the two sounds K and S, fax. The letter K followed by U, as in queen, is transcribed into phonetics by K and W, queen. A hard C, as in car, is transcribed with a K, car, but a soft C, as in scent, is represented by an S, scent. Some combination of letters in the spelling such as PH, SH, and CH actually represent a single sound. For example, the PH of face has the sound of an F, face. And by the way, notice how the S in this word is transcribed. Some words are represented by symbols that do not correspond to normal letters of the alphabet. The initial sound of the word sheep, for example, is represented by a sort of stretch out S, sheep. For CH, as in cheap, we find a combination symbols that begins with T, cheap. Now, let's examine a complete transcription of one of our first examples words, machine. Only the initial M and the final N are normal letters of the alphabet. The three phonetic symbol in the middle may still look a bit strange to you, but the sounds they represent are perfectly familiar. Machine. I hope that I have been able to demonstrate how a phonetic transcription can be used to indicate precisely the pronunciation of English words, and also to show you some of the ways that the transcription can differ from the actual spelling of the words. Always bear in mind, however, that the transcription we use reflects just one variety of English, which most likely does not correspond 100% to the way any of us actually speak. So, why do we use it? Because the phonetic alphabet provides teachers and students with a single common point of references that we can only use for complicated business of teaching and learning English. Okay, I think enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.